So the first video in the mindset of network marketing, the mindset of what you're doing, the all-in mindset. What does that mean? Simply means this. Number one, you're gonna make a decision. So your first thing to write down is a decision. And the decision has to be made on what you're doing from the time you sign up, from the time you give somebody your credit card, from the time you get the products in your hand. Your mind's got to be made up that you're number one, you're all in. You're not here to quit. You've written down when you start, I am not quitting. You're not quitting. So to have that mindset to win in this industry, you have to have a no quit attitude. I don't care what happens. I don't care if customer support's tough on you. I don't care if 10 people tell you no. I don't care if somebody does a refund. I don't care if somebody does a chargeback. I don't care if somebody told you that you're stupid, or your broke brother-in-law or your sister-in-law told you that you're crazy for doing this. Which, by the way, that's all going to happen. It's going to happen. Your big leader, the two people that you thought you were going to bring in that were going to change your life forever, said no, and all of a sudden you're emotionally attached to what's being told to you, and you decide, you know what, I'm not here, I can't do this, I'm going to quit. You have to have, from the beginning, a decision. And to know a decision simply means that you know what you're getting into, and your decision is, I am not quitting. You have to have that mindset when you start. Because if you don't, every little bug on the windshield, every time a bug hits the windshield, you're going to be done. Every time something comes at you, you're through. Every time there's a little problem or there's something, a big problem, if somebody joins, they don't do anything. Guys, I can tell you a million things that will happen as you get started. But your decision has to be there. Now, I'm going to talk to you married people first. You married people have to be together on this. And you can both agree to disagree. Sometimes wives comes home and they're excited and the husband's like, nah. And sometimes the husband comes home and he's excited and the wife's like, nah. I mean, you're going to get it from both. So what you have to do is you have to come together and decide, hey, this is something we're going to do. I'm going to support you. I'm not going to do this. My wife, Sandra, she's the most unbelievable support infrastructure I've ever had in this industry. She does not build. She does not sell products. That's not what Sandra does. But what Sandra is she's support. She's support of taking care of our kids. She's support of me when I'm traveling or I'm on the road. She's support of a kind word, or a pat on the back, or you're doing a great job. She's a constant support. In the beginning, I tried to force Sandra to do this. I said, you do this or I'm going to leave you. And she said, bye. And I said, oh, that didn't work. Whoops. But the decision to do this was not her decision. She's a registered nurse. She loves taking care of kids. Texas Children's Hospital. She's done that for 20 years, and I'm very thankful to have that type of person in my life. But my decision was my decision. But we had to get on the same page together. Get on the same page with the person that you're with. Now, for you single folks that may be dating, you're going to find out a lot about your significant other there as you start to build this business. And you take a little time away because it's going to take some time. You're going to have a decision to do some things. It's going to take a little bit of time in this business to do the things that you want to do to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. So as you're listening right now, decision time. For you single people that aren't dating anybody, get to work. Your decision's made. You're in. You're in. So go get to work. I wish I was single again. I wish I could go back to the single days and tell my single self, here's what you do in network marketing, and here's what the next 25 years is going to look like. I wish I could talk to myself way back when and have that conversation. Because I'll be real honest with you, I didn't have a decision made. And it took me a few years to understand what a decision actually meant. So step number one on your journey is a decision. And I can promise you, this is what I can promise you about our industry. Like any industry, like real estate, like home building, like car sales, like being an attorney, being a nurse, being a doctor, whatever it is you do for a living. You build houses, you roof houses, you dig ditches, you're a heavy machine operator, whatever it is. There's good and there's bad in every industry. There's good days and there's not so good days. What happens is your decision pattern helps you emotionally handle this. So instead of the highs being so high and the lows being so low, you're constantly handling what that emotional peak, what that emotional state is, where you don't have so many peaks and so many valleys, and being the chief emotional officer of your business. So again, decision. It's decision time. Write it down. Make that decision, and that's what I'd say about video number one. You've got to make a decision, and quitting's not an option. If quitting is an option, then you're not in. If giving up is an option, you're not in. Then you're not the all-in person. You're the, I kind of think I'm in. I kind of think I'm pushing my chips to the middle. No, you got to push your chips to the middle and go, I'm in. That's your decision. Get all in.